The Miracle of Mercy, Peter. This is Peter.
Hey-o! Whoop!
Peter was a fisherman who was called by Jesus.
Hey!
Peter saw the many miracles of Jesus, and he heard all of his teachings. When the time came for Jesus to die and take away the sins of all the world, Jesus had one final meal with his friends. During this meal, Jesus told his followers that the time had come for him to leave them.
Huh?
Peter asked, "Where are you going?" Jesus told him Peter couldn't follow him now,
What?
but that he would follow him later.
Wait a second.
But Peter said, "Why can't I come now? I'm ready to die for you." Jesus said, "Die for me? Peter, before the rooster crows tomorrow morning, you will deny 3 times that you even knew me." Then Jesus and his disciples went to the Mount of Olives so Jesus could pray. Along the way, Jesus told his followers that they would all abandon him.
Uh-oh.
But Peter said, "Even if everyone else leaves you, I never will." Jesus said, "Peter, this very night, before the rooster crows, you will deny 3 times that you even know me." But Peter wouldn't believe it and vowed that he would stay with Jesus until the very end. The other disciples vowed the same.
Yeah, I hear.
Later on that night, Jesus was arrested by men sent by the religious teachers and priests. Peter tried to fight for Jesus, and he cut off the ear of one of the guards.
Ow!
But Jesus healed the guard
Huh?
and went quietly with the captors. All the disciples scattered just as Jesus told them they would. The men led Jesus away to the house of the high priest. Peter and another disciple followed them. Peter came to warm himself by their fire.
Hello.
A servant girl noticed him in the firelight.
Huh?
Finally, she said, "This man was one of Jesus' followers."
Oh, ma?
But Peter denied it for the first time. He said, "I don't even know him." After a while, someone else looked at him and said, "You must be one of them."
Whoa.
Peter, for a second time, said, "No, I'm not."
Okay.
About an hour later, a man who knew the man whose ear Peter cut off said, "Didn't I see you in the olive grove with Jesus? This must be one of them. He comes from the same place as all of them."
Yeah, you're right.
But Peter said,
No.
"I don't know what you're talking about." And then Peter heard the crow of the rooster. Jesus turned and looked at Peter. Jesus' words flashed through his mind, and Peter left the courtyard weeping. Then Jesus died and was placed in a tomb. The disciples heard that he had come back from the dead. Peter even saw the empty tomb and believed that Jesus was alive again.
Woohoo!
And Jesus appeared to the disciples to show him that he was alive. Some of Jesus' followers were together when Peter said, "I am going fishing."
Okay.
So they all went out to the sea, but caught nothing all night. At dawn, they saw a man standing on the beach.
Oh, hey, over here.
The man called out to them and said, "Have you caught any fish?"
Nope.
The man said, "Throw out your net on the right side and you'll get some."
Okay.
So they did, and they couldn't bring in the net because there were so many fish in it. Then one of the men on the boat said to Peter, "It's Jesus." When Peter heard that it was Jesus, he swam to the shore while the others pulled in the load to the boat. When they got there, they found breakfast waiting for them.
I miss a fish. Got it.
Jesus said, "Come have some breakfast." While they were eating, Jesus asked Peter, "Do you love me?" Peter said, "Yes, You know I love you. So Jesus said, then feed my lambs. Then Jesus asked again, do you love me? Peter said again, yes, you know I love you. And Jesus said, then take care of my sheep. And then a third time, Jesus asked Peter, do you love me? Peter was hurt that Jesus asked the question a third time. So he said, you know everything. You know that I love you. So Jesus said one last time, then feed my sheep. And so Peter went on to feed Jesus' sheep by helping establish the church and by writing books that we can now read in the Bible. And though he denied Jesus, he was forgiven, and many came to know the love and forgiveness of Jesus through Peter.
Hola amigos, bienvenidos al canal. Hoy vamos a hablar sobre esta manualidad que se llama el Camino de Salvación. Vamos a usar cartulina y vamos a marcar con una tapa un círculo y vamos a recortar. El círculo es para que se pueda mantener derechito y podamos encontrar el centro de este círculo para que cuando lo colguemos en la puerta no se vaya de lado y quede perfecto. Con el cúter vamos a quitar la parte del medio de esta forma y vamos a hacer lo mismo con el papel azul. Y luego vamos a pegar de esta forma y usamos papel verde para colocarlo en la parte de abajo. Quizás ustedes han visto este camino de salvación con otros colores, ¿verdad? Pero para los que no saben, yo he trabajado con los colores de salvación, que es el negro, el blanco, el rojo, el azul, el verde y el amarillo, y les tengo un significado. Entonces no me gusta cambiarle la secuencia a los niños y realmente estos colores me han servido de mucho durante mi tiempo enseñando en la escuela dominical. La decoración que vayan a hacer aquí es opcional, lo más importante, es los colores que vayamos a usar para el camino. Y bueno, yo estoy agregando un color diferente hoy a estos colores que he usado antes. El único color que voy a agregar es este, el naranja. Romanos 3:10 dice que no hay justo ni siquiera uno. Vamos a marcar por acá como una pirámide para tener una guía más o menos y no salirnos de ese camino que quiero formar. Y vamos a cortar acá alrededor para ir formando nuestro caminito. Y recordar que el naranja significa que no hay justo ni siquiera uno, que debemos de comprender y entender que como seres humanos necesitamos de un Salvador y estamos llenos de pecado, ¿verdad? Y necesitamos de nuestro Salvador. Entonces es importante que marquemos estos colores, que los cortemos bien, nos guiemos con esta línea para ir formando nuestro caminito. Y ponemos los colores que siguen, que son negro, rojo, blanco, luego sigue el verde, el amarillo y el azul no lo voy a agregar porque el azul va a ser lo que está arriba, ¿sí ven? Y me fui a internet y conseguí este Jesús en miniatura, me encantó, me pareció súper bonito. Simplemente fui y busqué Jesús, imprimí, coloreé y escribí el plan de salvación. Si eres bueno dibujando, puedes escribir y dibujar a Jesús encima. Vamos a pegarlo aquí arriba. Y listo, ahora lo que vamos a hacer es enseñar y les voy a enseñar cómo hacerlo, ¿ok? Recordemos que Romanos 3:23 dice que por cuanto todos pecaron, están destituidos ¿de qué? De la gloria de Dios. Entonces nosotros estamos separados de Dios, necesitamos una comunión con Él, volver a tener esa relación con Él. Y es a través de Jesucristo, de su sangre, que nosotros tenemos esa limpieza de nuestros pecados. 1 Timoteo 2:5 dice, porque hay un solo Dios y un solo mediador entre Dios y los hombres, Jesucristo hombre. Cuando Él muere en la cruz con su sangre, Él nos limpia de todo pecado. Y la sangre de su Hijo Jesucristo nos limpia de todo pecado. 1 Juan 1:7. El verde quiere decir que aquí en la tierra vamos a caminar con Jesucristo. Y el versículo que tenemos para Él es Levítico 26:12. Y yo seré su Dios y ustedes serán mi pueblo. Y en la tierra vamos a caminar con Él. El amarillo, Él nos ha prometido que hay calles de oro y un mar de cristal para nosotros. Y es en el cielo que Él fue a preparar moradas celestiales para nosotros. Jesucristo nos espera. Al final del camino, Él estará con sus brazos abiertos, esperándonos a cada uno de nosotros. Por eso está Jesucristo aquí arriba, en representación de que Él nos está esperando. Bueno, amigos, yo espero que les haya gustado esta explicación del plan, el camino de salvación.
Storm of life, I know you're by my side, so I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams, so I am holding on. You never let go of me. You gave me hope when hope was all but gone. A second chance to sing a brand new song. You opened up my eyes to see. You rescued me, rescued me. You showed the way when there was no way out. Cleared up my mind when you